Good morning. My name is Floyd Hall, and I'm the mentor instructor for Achievers Entrepreneurial Hub, AEH. And I'm lucky this morning to be with one of our graduates of Cohort 2, my nephew. I'm very proud of,
Sure.
Cordel Quinn.
So, as you said, my name is Cordel Quinn, and a little bit about myself. I am one of 10 kids. My dad is Bishop Frank Quinn. He's actually over the AEH director over the AEH. And yeah, so that's my dad, and so grew up in the church, and I'm a drummer. I like to especially like to drum behind my sisters. I love when my sisters sing. I love to drum behind them. A little about myself, a little bit more. I got 8 kids. That's my motivation for real, to do what I do every day. Keep going. I just started out this business, and I'm just excited to be here, be a part of this podcast. What's up, huh?
All right. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Corner. AEH is under the umbrella of the Cornerstone Project. Cornerstone Project has Achievers Entrepreneurial Hub. It has your Floyd Drive. It has the EDGE program, just to name a few. But we're here today to talk about our graduate. Tell us a little bit about, you went to AEH and started a business. When you came, you was thinking about it, but you have made that vision become reality, and you have been able to start it. Tell us the name of it. What was your driving point behind it? And tell us a little bit about your business.
Absolutely. I definitely want to give a shout out to AEH. I came in with not a lot of knowledge or direction of where I wanted to go with my business, and they actually gave me the tools I needed quickly too. It was swift. Like, gave me the tools I needed to to get my business up started. And my business, I got a landscaping business called Meon Landscaping and Plowing LLC. I got the name after my older sister that passed away. Her name was Shalonda Meon Butts. So I named my company after her, just to Meon Landscaping, just to keep me motivated, just to keep me going. In hot days, whenever I feel hot, feel like, I'm saying, I think about what I'm here for, and that just motivates me just to keep going, and I'm doing what I do. But I definitely appreciate AEH for opening up the door and the opportunity for me to even do this. Like I said, I came in with just thoughts and just goals, and they coming here, they actually brought it to life, and truly thankful for that.
When did you start going out, getting customers? I know business is a learning process. I think almost every day you probably learn something new. But what was your actual start date?
I actually started my business the day of my sister's birthday. It was March 16th of this month, of this year. I'm sorry, of this year, actually. March 16th, 2024 is when I got started. I wanted to start it out on her birthday, just to have that special mark, that starting mark for that. And since then, I put myself out there. Actually, I went out to Pittsburgh to do my sister's line. She asked me to come out there to do it for her. She was pregnant at the time. She just had her baby. Shout out to her. Congratulations to her and her husband. I went out there and did it. And then from the posts and the pictures that I put up from that, I got most of my clientele from that. And I'm just thankful. I thank God for that. But ever since then, it's just been rolling. I'm grateful for that. And I'm glad to be present and able to help people, with their visions for their lines and whatever they need, and just be able to be a help to them. I love it. Love what I do.
All right. Well, in business, you have infancy, your business grows, and everything like that. So when you started on March 16th, what kind of equipment did you have? How did you improve that equipment? What kind of capital had it just grown, or did you start at the basic and you started building your equipment and clientele as you grow? And tell me about some of the bumps that you overcame. Or are you saying anybody in landscaping can just day one just tell me, say, hey, you got all the equipment and just go?
So I started out with my truck. Got a Ford Explorer and just had a lawnmower, and I went and got me a I got me a motor weed whacker, but I can have all types of different attachments to it. So it's like I can move it. It's real mobile. So that's what I'm starting out with right now. And it's like, if you have the heart and the desire to go out there and do it, you can get it done. If you sit back and look at what you have and then just be like, okay, well, that's cool. You can wait until you get everything that you think you need. But, but for me, I knew all I needed to cut grass was a lawnmower. I needed a weed whacker. I needed an edger. I need some clippers to cut the trim the bushes and all that. I just got what I needed and went out. And as I went and as I work jobs and do things like that, that's when I find out the things that I do need, like extra things that I do need for landscaping and stuff. And it just, I just go in with the mindset to go in and have fun and to learn. You know what I'm saying? And like, I know bumps come within the road, like in the road and all that, but you got to expect that though. You know what I'm saying? You got to expect those to come, but you got to have the mindset. Like, I know this is a new business. You know what I'm saying? And I know I have to have grace on myself, you know what I'm saying? Even like when I do hit these bumps in the road, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm glad I had AEH too. I know I've came back and asked questions and things and that, like as I've had my bumps in the road, and y'all have helped me smooth them out. But just having the will to go, it's just having the will to go. Like I'm starting from the bottom, and I love it because once I get to the top, it's gonna feel even better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I do remember a time in one of your contracts in the church, and you had the lawnmower and the lawnmower wasn't cooperating, and you just overcame that. In business, things are gonna happen, but you can't be defeated. Now, like how you say, I gotta find the way, get enough.
Oh yeah, like and and even like the money that I get from like to get the things I need, it's working a job. I know I got these yards to do. You know what I'm saying? These lawns to do. And that's how that's how I generate the money. I take that money and get what I need for my business and for my landscaping. You know what I mean?
Okay, you ran a business, and what people need to know, and I want to ask you, how many hats do you wear?
How many?
How many hats do you wear? You the laborer, you the CEO, you the treasurer. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Within the business, I wear all hats right now. I'm everything right now.
Call them out.
I'm the CEO. I'm the treasurer. I'm all that. Like I'm the secretary.
You the boss.
I'm the boss. Like I'm all that. And like, you know what? And like that's the reason why I got into this, to be able to have that freedom to have all these hats. You know what I'm saying? Give myself the freedom to have it. So you know what I mean? Like building that bridge for me to get to where I need to get to.
Let me ask you this: if you're on a contract, you delegated me to maybe put the mulch under there, and while you doing something else, and your client comes and say, "He did a terrible job with the mulch." Do you feel the client is holding the person that did the mulch responsible, or holding you responsible?
The person is holding me on landscaping responsible.
For anything.
For anything. Anything that happens concerning me on landscaping is on me. Like it puts on me on landscaping and puts on me. So it's my responsibility to correct that and correct that wrong and make it right, and to make sure I do it in a timely manner, and like making sure I'm able to satisfy that customer, and maybe able to keep that customer. That's my number one priority.
When you got all these roles and you filling a lot of hats, it's important to, and we talk about it today, and I know you will understand it. Even though you're responsible for all these roles, you might not be an excellent bookkeeper. You might not be an excellent accountant. You might not be an excellent marketer. It's all right to go out and get help in those fields. You just got to understand what they're doing. You don't leave your money in somebody else's hand. Hey, my employees, what you think? You go. Even if you assign that, you go over that. When you do a yard, you go through that, even though you have to. Or do you just trust them to do what they're supposed to do?
No, like you got to go on with a plan. You got to go on with setting the plan, even with your employees or whatever. Like when you go in there, everybody got to be on one accord. Everybody got to know what's expected of them. So then, like, once I come around and you'll check everything, make sure everything is good, I'm expecting that to be good. And if not, then, you got to hold that person accountable. You just got to get it right. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm here to help or whatever. Like, I do. Yeah. So it's like, whenever you have a customer, like, that's the number one priority for me. And like, it's making that customer happy, and going in with a plan, being, you don't want no confusion and nothing like that on either part. So you want everybody going with the same mindset, everybody be on one accord. And yeah.
How about, have you ever had a customer that was, how can I put it, a little hard to please? That's what they might be paying for one service, but they want, how I use it, they want a Rolls Royce treatment, and I'm gonna pay you go no. I want it all, but only gonna pay you $50. How you handle something like that?
How I would handle something like that is, you know, I'll talk to the customer like just to get a clear understanding, like, you know, like we have to be, you know, closed mouths don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? We have to be upfront and in the beginning, everybody need to be upfront of what's expected of them. You know what I'm saying? And like, and if I sign a contract and this is what you want, X, Y, and Z, and you going in and you want extra stuff, like we can talk about that. Like I'm willing to be open to talk about the extra stuff that's needed, and you know what I mean? So like that's what I would do. I would try to talk with the customer just to smooth it out, just to see, you know what I'm saying, if we come to common ground and what we can get to, and go from there.
All right. What are some of the struggle and how did you overcome them? If it be equipment, if it be employees, how do you determine what employees you need for the job? Something like that. Some of the struggles that you might overcome and has still got to come overcome.
I know some of the struggles I have now definitely is you know, getting the equipment and things I need to advance my business to better it. But outside of that, like, you know, I just keep pushing. I just keep going. But like whenever I struggle, I sit back, I take a moment, I sit back and I try to find other ways to go about completing that task that I need to complete. And if I need to reach out to other people or the resources to do what I need to do to complete that task. As far as like hiring people for jobs and all like that, like yeah, I look at the jobs that's needed and I say if I have a mulching job, like I got somebody who mulch for me, like really great at that. So it's like I have different people for different things that I need in order to get the job accomplished.
Do you do they fill out applications? Is it some to like maybe ex-fellas you wouldn't hire? Do you try to interview and try to just get a person a chance? Or how can a person become an employee of Milan?
Person become an employee at Meon Landscaping. Honestly, you just got to be real. Like I go off of vibes. I go off of realness. You know what I'm saying? Like your past and all that. Like whatever you've done before me, I had nothing. If you're standing here before me asking me for a job, whatever it doesn't matter. Like from this point on matters to me. So from that point on, so I go off of vibes. I go off of if you're able to be held responsible, if accountability is important, time is important, just caring about what you're doing. Like, you know, this is a business. Like you can't just come in and just, you know, and I tell people, I tell some customers, you know, some people say like, you know, they just want anything done to their lawn. I'm like, well, you know, you could just hire some of these young kids around here who's trying to, you know, you want to pay them a little $5, something like that. Yeah, they let them just cut your lawn any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But like when you call it Neon Landscaping, like you're calling a business, you're calling like this is professional. So this is what I expect you to expect professionalism coming from this. So
Because when you do a yard, then this becomes your work. That becomes your mark. If you do a terrible job, they say, who did your yard? And then they use your name. They say, oh my goodness.
Mhm.
You want it to represent you. Say, oh, I want that individual. So it does make some so tell me about some of your successes. What really will you in cut a yard, look back on it and say, I'm really proud of what we did here. Tell me about a couple of those.
A couple of my successes is actually like looking back from doing jobs that I did when I first started and seeing where I came from and seeing how much I've improved and how much I advanced and all that. Like that's the success part about it. And actually having a schedule where I'm kind of overwhelmed at the moment, which is a good thing. Scheduling and all that, like clientele and all that, like it's a great thing. So like that's one of my successes, the fact that people trust me to come through their lines. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just starting out and you know what I mean? And they're like, but you know, just from my push, my drive, and like, you know, see that, you know what I mean? People actually bring that up to me, like when I go, like, you know, they say, oh, I seen you over here and I seen you over there and I see you work. So yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm advertising myself for real. I'm advertising my own business. So like nobody's going to take you as serious as you take yourself. You need to take yourself serious for somebody to take, you know, for somebody else to take you serious. And I truly believe that. So like, you know what I mean? So that's what drives me. So that's been, so the success part of it has been actually looking back and see where I came from and like to now. And you know what I mean? And I'm motivated to keep going. Can't wait to see where I go
So
from
when you just spoke, your inspiration was your older sister, a very young person. In that inspiration, when you do a job, you got, even though it's your landscaping, but it's an honor of her. You should say, like, I need this job to be something that, but she looked up, I'm proud to put my name on it.
Absolutely. Like, you know, them real hot days where, you know, I'm doing this edge job and I gotta get through that new growth of grass that done grew over it, and it gets hard, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work. And like the days I'm doing it by myself, like, you know, and when I get tired, I really sit back and I think, I'm like, you know what? My sister wouldn't want to hear that. Yeah, she'd be like, go out there, Corey, like go ahead and do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what motivates me. Like that's a part of the reason why I named it what I named it, like just to keep me motivated for that. Because I know I'll need that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So right now, your marketing is more or less word of mouth. You got flyers. I know you said the Jubilee, but how do we, or your plan to get you out to the public so they know what you're doing and how you doing?
Okay. Yeah. Right now, yeah, I have cards. I have a Facebook page. You can go to Facebook, go to Me On Landscaping. That's there. I have an email, meonlawncare@gmail.com. You can also contact 814-806-7846 or 814-812-1616. Those are the numbers for me to contact Me On Landscaping.
How long the waiting list would have? You might can have something done that same day, next day, and you have, from talking with you, the emergency. If you need something done in emergency, price a little bit more, but you got to remember, you telling me to drop everything and come to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, like I'm very flexible. I could work with you. Yeah, I work with people all the time. They tell me, you know, they need it done this time or that time or this and that. I'm able to work with you. I could put you in the schedule, and that's the beauty of having your own business. You know what I'm saying? You're able to work it and direct it the way you need to and the way you want to. So yeah, I'm very flexible. So you know, I try not to work on Sundays. You know, like, you know, I want to give that day to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You need a Sabbath day. But if need be, like even in that, like if for something serious enough, something important enough, you know what I'm saying, I will be there for you, man. Yeah, like you said, business wise, you know, we'll talk about it business wise, but you know what I'm saying. But beyond landscaping, we'll definitely be there for you, though.
I do know. Sometimes you told me, due to circumstances, you didn't had to mow early in the morning, by 6 in the morning,
Yeah.
and sometimes late in the evening.
Late in the evening, yeah.
But trying to satisfy them customers.
Try to solid, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, the beautiful part of it is when they say like, oh, this landscape, they're gonna say Me On Landscaping. Like for me, that's me carrying on the legacy of my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like them saying beautiful. That's why it drives me to do great work when I go do work, because I know like the name behind it, you know, that has to stand, that has to stay up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
What advice would you pass on to others trying to start a business?
If you're trying to start a business, my advice is to make sure you're doing exactly what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And once you get over that part, once you realize that's what you want to do, I advise you just to go hard. Nobody's going to take you, people going to take you as serious as you take yourself. So therefore, like your preparation, your work, everything that you put behind it, you know what I'm saying? You have to find that motivation. You have to find that grind to go get it. Cause like for real, like it's a beautiful thing to want to have your own ownership of your own business. Like, you know what I mean? Like it come like generational wealth could come with that. Just, you know, even for your community, you know what I'm saying? Just opening up different avenues for your community. It's a beautiful thing. So it's like, it's worth it. What I'm trying to say is worth it. Like when you put in that work, you put in that hard work, and then you see the end result, like I guarantee, like it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even like now, just for me starting from March 16th to now, these couple months I've started, like I feel very accomplished up to now, because I know where I started. I know where I came from. I know the grind I put in to get here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm enjoying this, but like it's motivating. I know I can go above this and go beyond. And yeah.
Let me ask you this. If I'm starting my, going to start a new business, but I only got an hour or two a day or a week to get to that business, what would you think?
I would say that's a great thing. Like a journey starts with one step. You know what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere. Got to start somewhere. So you taking that time, that 1 to 2 hours a week, that's further than what you was doing before you did that. You know what I'm saying? So like take those. So yeah, like make sure that time is very make sure you're being very productive with that time. I would advise that, and getting the proper help that you need, like the resources that you need. Right. If you have 1 or 2 hours, yeah, I definitely would.
How about if I
Nah, I don't, depending on what the business is, depending on what, but I will say that me personally, I don't, the success rate of that will be, is kind of, yeah, not good if you only got 1 or 2 hours a week to give to your business.
because your business, it will dominate. It needs things. And like you said, you're going to wear many hats. You got to make a schedule. You got to decide what employees you're going to send out. Make sure the equipment is right. So it can be. We got a very good business. I'm very proud of it. My last question, where do you see your business?
I see my business 3 years. I see it all over Erie, PA, Erie County.
Mm-hmm.
I see it going big, you know what I'm saying? Because I know my heart and my intention is right behind this. You know what I'm saying? I know with God behind me, I know we can do this. You know what I'm saying? And in 3 years, I can see this. I want to have this. Like, I want to be able to give back to the community. I want to be able to make connections with, people that have, like, Airbnbs and different organizations and things like that. I want Neon Landscaping to be your landscaping company to come to. That's why I see it in 3 years.
Okay. And you would say in 3 years, you say Erie County, but you've been down to Pittsburgh. Erie County be your main focus, but you trying to get down to Pittsburgh and some other.
Hey, listen, honestly, listen, I'll go wherever listen. If I can get there, I'm there. If I'm able to get there, that's just where my heart is. That's just where my heart is.
So was that about at least a 2-hour radius?
I say about, I mean, it'll be, at least keep me at least 2 hours. Like, keep me within at least 2. But hey, if it go beyond that, if the situation is there enough, like, hey, if I'm able to get there, I'm there. But yeah, like, definitely, like, this company is like, this is for the people. You know what I mean? This is for the people, man. And like, I really want to give back. Like, I really want to, like, my heart is for that. I know it's a business. I know you got to talk business, talk that. But, at the same time, though, you can't forget where you come from. You can't forget the roots and the origin of your business and where that came from. You know what I'm saying? Putting all those and try to put them together and just try to find that common middle. Right. So you can be successful when you're within your business and also be fair and honest and have a clear, pure conscience and heart about it, man. Like, that's just my goal. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you building something solid and just heard me. Would that be stuff feel so solid that you can hand it down to your son or your daughter and have them carry on?
Absolutely. I tell my kids all the time, like my son, my oldest son, Tyler, I tell him, I'm like, yo, and he actually wrote out a contract for me too when I first started out, like the percentage that he wanted to know for his job, for real. Like, but no, I told him, I'm like, I'm doing this for y'all also. Like, I want this to be like passed down. I want this to be, this is a company. This is not just a hobby. This is not just a talent, or I'm not just bored. Trust me, I'm not just bored. I do it. I got a lot going on. I'm not just bored. Like, I do this because I love to do it. Like, this is a business, and I want this to flourish as much as possible.
All right. Well, we're finna sign off. Is there anything you want to tell our listeners and viewers about yourself before we go?
I just say, hey, listen, I just want to tell everybody that whatever you're pursuing, whatever you're doing, like, to go for it, go after it. Like, that's the first step. Like, when you do that, that's when things can open up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you actually have to make that first move. And I definitely highly suggest that you come through AEH. They definitely have the tools that you need. I'm trying to tell you, like, the direct tools that you need, the people that you need to talk to in order for you to be successful within your company. And hey, I just want everybody to have a great day, have a great life, but do it on purpose. Do it on purpose. Signing out. Neon Landscaping.
All right. Thank you very much. The Cornerstone Project is very proud to incorporate up under it the AEH Chief Executive. Y'all have a blessed day and see you a little later.